Asoze aphela mandla. Aphela mandla. Asoze aphela mandla. Elizwe elamakomanisi. Asoze aphela mandla. Amandla. Viva ANC, viva. Viva ANC, viva. Viva SACP, viva. Viva COSATU, viva. Viva SACP, viva. Viva COSATU, viva. Roar, young lions, roar. Roar, young lions, roar. Long live the ANC Youth League, long live. Long live the ANC Women's League, long live. Long live the spirit of Oliver Tambo, long live. Long live the spirit of Oliver Tambo, long live. Long live President Jacob Zuma, long live. Long live President Jacob Zuma, long live. Long live President Jacob Zuma, long live. Long live Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa, long live. Long live Gwede Mantashe, long live. Long live Jesse Juwate, long live. Long live TG Mkize, long live. Long live National Chair Balek Ambeta, long live. Long live the ANC, long live. Long live the Veterans League, long live. Now, comrades, I think we are starting and we are starting late. So we are not going to waste any time because the purpose of this policy conference is really to discuss documents. Spend more time discussing rather than more time singing. So without any waste of time, comrades, I'm going to call the regional chairperson of the region where we are, Mangaung region, a message of welcome. Chairperson, ikarikenzi apology ka jenole, so deputy chairperson ya Patrick Munyakwani ke na tla amohela. Sitshensena sa Mangaung peretswe o singangata asiwelele sa masele. Abashwe. Ali sigora fit. Tla le amohela lebitsong la region le la province. Se ke le amohetse kaofela ha ma comrade jwale ka modula stulo wa motheo kapa Mangaung region. Then what we are now going to do, Comrade William o tla re fafela di credentials. Se di ready, comrade. Har amoheleng a member ya National Executive Committee. Ne re lebelletse Deputy President ya ANC, Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa ka jenole. Ka bo madimabe re ne re dumellane le head office hore ke Comrade Cyril ya tla bang teng. Me ne re le maikemisetsong a amohela. Because the leadership ya ANC ki yona ele sa le re kgetha Mangaung ka 2012. So alietse ana ki le tshwanele batho ba bang ba strati ba nahanang leadership ya ANC ke batho ba soka ba kgethuwa. Leadership ya ANC, comrades, it's about leadership elected at conference. And the last conference in 2012 was here in Mangaung. Clear, I get? So that in your mind, skaba copies and those they are wrong, mostrati. Obo bitsa batho ba e leng hore they are not leaders. Because once you do that, o etsa batho ba hlanye. Ba nahane hore ba se ba fihlile, they are very important when they are not elected. And that's why those who are not elected want to run the ANC. The ANC is run by people elected by branches of the African National Congress. And that leadership elected by the ANC is led by its president, Jacob Zuma. Wa morata ho morate, we have elected as branches, not as leaders, not as concerned members, not as stalwarts, not as veterans. The branches of the ANC, in terms of the constitution of the ANC, elects its leadership. Jwale rona se re tletse ntho ena hore baetapele ba ikgethe. Ha ona moetapele a ikgethang. Ha o re kgetha nna kapa nominatang nna, the branches must be given the right to nominate at the right time. And that time will be around September. Kana la etsa bohlanya ba lona la etsa mona, la ba di pampiring, la ba di heroes and heroines, la ba popular. You are bringing the culture of foreign into the ANC. O bona batho ba ya mabrancheng ba lo ithaothela. Ba seta di core. But now I want to be the chair of the ANC in the province. I want to be the president. I want to be in the top 6 of the ANC. That time will come, comrades. Now give us a province in our order, so that you are able to deal and expose people who are anarchists, who are power mongers, who want power at all costs, because they are given money to take over the African National Congress. You must not even disrupt their meetings, because you must allow them to expose themselves. And you must stop fighting amongst yourselves as comrades in this province, because this province is stable, is stable, is stable, is stable. There's no crisis, and there will never be a crisis in this province. Never be. Never be. So don't create something which you copy from somewhere. Don't do that. Don't do what they call regime change always does. Don't talk to the media about yourself. Foreign tendencies. I want to be there. I want to be the chair. I want to be this. I want to be this. Once you have such people, comrades, you must know that these people are the ones who are going to bring the ANC down. I rather die in the ANC with dignity. I rather respect the ANC and its branches. I don't want power at all costs. And those who will be given money in this province, they will be defeated with their money. You know, there was one guy here in the province who was arrested with R1 million cash. His name is called Ralph. 1 million cash 2 weeks ago. He's out on bail. 1 million cash. Is this comrade you call Ralph? The man was rich without having worked hard, because he relied on tenders. It is time for us to expose these individuals. And when they attack, we can't keep quiet. So the province must respect the national leadership of the ANC. And people were saying, we want to see when Comrade Cyril is here. Comrade Cyril was going to be received like when we receive any leader of the ANC in this house. Because we are one province which elected Comrade Cyril when many others did not want him to become deputy president in 2012. I always take a platform and I remind everybody that we were the first province to say yes, and we went to Comrade Cyril and said we want you as deputy president. That time many people said Comrade Cyril is part of monopoly capital. Today is them who embrace them and make as if we don't want Comrade Cyril. Leadership, comrade, is elected. We'll talk about the history. You know, Comrade Magashule, when he was asked, what's going to happen when Oliver Tambo and Mandela, who are we going to choose between Oliver Tambo and Nelson Mandela? And Magashule said, the answer is simple. The ANC structures will decide. Simple answer. Not this one, history-wise, this one has been there, this one was deputy president automatically becomes. There's no such history. There's no such history. There's no such history that when you are chair, you are deputy chair, when you left, it takes over. There is nothing like that. There's no automatic. Leadership is elected. Leadership is elected. The only problem we are causing in the ANC, we don't give branches time to nominate. And then we can, I am a member of a branch. I belong to a branch. I don't belong to a branch when it's conference. I don't go to branches when it's 4 years, 5 years. When we are supposed to go to a conference, you see me for the first time in a branch, and I say, please nominate me as the chairperson of the ANC in this province. Like many other leaders, you know them when it's conferences. You know them when we go to list processes. Throughout the term of the PEC of the National Executive Committee, this is what SG Mantashe has been saying. And he will give the names of people, NEC members, who are forever not available. We are lucky as this province because our NEC deployees have been supportive. They have never been factional and divisive. Where they disagreed with us and where we disagreed with them, we have worked together. Those are the leaders to be respected and to be retained by the African National Congress. There are many. So don't go with the media, comrades. Then you come, you remove many good comrades and many good leaders. You're going to kill the ANC. I was reminding COSATU and SACP that the members of COSATU are members. Well, COSATU is a trade union. But when they adopted the Freedom Charter in 1985, align themselves with the African National Congress. Majority of those trade unionists and members of the trade union were ANC members. Workers versus V, charterists that time. And when COSATU emerged, we were there, we were organizers of COSATU ourselves. Unemployed workers and employed workers and communities, because that's when we started that before you are a worker, you are part and parcel of the oppressed masses. You are part of communities. And when COSATU was launched, we were on the ground and we never dictated which leader COSATU must elect. And we'll never do that because we understand that COSATU is an independent organization. COSATU has a right to take its own decisions. SACP has a right to take its own decisions. ANC has a right to take its own decisions. And the leadership of the ANC will be elected by the ANC branches and membership of the ANC. And those members of COSATU, members of SACP, are members of the ANC. So when you kill the alliance, you are killing the movement. You are destroying the revolution. You are saying reactionary forces must take over. And that's why we agreed with SACP and COSATU and SANCO in this province. There was a statement alleged to be made by SACP, and we met on Monday. And we all agreed there is no cutting of ties. These organizations can't cut ties if individuals want to leave these organizations. They must leave it. Leave it. Because it's not about us. This historical alliance, blood and sweat. I agree with you. That's why we want to destroy it. Because the character of the movement has changed. And that's why we must challenge individuals who make as if they speak on behalf of collectives. So I'm sure this province must remain a province with politics. Don't go with the flow, comrades. Don't go with the flow. We are the province which has been united in terms of the alliance machinery. Difficult decisions we have taken. We even did not do what we are supposed to do in terms of structures, even in terms of deployment. We can't suddenly be divided and there is no alliance because there is a conference tomorrow. It can't be the case. We are still a united province and people want to divide us. If they succeed to divide us, whether they divide me from, they divide us, divide Chairperson and Manyoni, if they succeed, if Manyoni wants it to happen, it's Manyoni's business. If Magashule wants it to happen, it's Magashule's business. If anybody wants us to be divided, you must not allow any one of us, comrades. Because on the ground, some of you are doing wrong things. You are deciding on behalf of branches. You launching branches with the numbers which don't actually qualify to launch a branch. You deal with comrades because you differ with them. You steal votes. You run the ANC as if it's your own baby. The branch of the ANC has a right to run itself. It's a basic unit. When a BGM, a by-AGM is run, it's supposed to be run by the chairperson and the collective of a branch executive committee. I get a provincial policy conference here. What is national taking over here? What is national taking over? Have we taken over your regional general councils and your regional conferences? Why do you want to take over the branch general meeting and the branch conference? Why? In a branch conference, the chairperson of the branch is supposed to open and welcome, and the secretary is supposed to present an organizational report. If I'm there, mine is to make sure that I sit there, I observe, just like Comrade Naledi is doing. And she has been doing. And the ANC members have been doing. And we have been doing when you are in your regions. If it's a regional general council, it is your chairperson and whoever, chairing. You have never seen us taking over your regional general council. Why do you want to take over a branch? But we'll only take over a branch when there are fights. There are comrades who were phoning us here with the secretary. Yeah, no. And then comrade says, no, there was a BGM here, when there was no a BGM. Comrades just sent names, there was a BGM. Other comrades are fighting in ANC meetings. We must expel them. We shouldn't allow anarchy, comrades. to creep into this mother province where the African National Congress was born. So I'm sure moving forward, you are not going to expect us, those who are anarchists, those who think that they can be promoted by the media. You mustn't expect us as a collective to keep quiet. If you are a member of the PC, you are out of line, the PEC must call you to line. If you are a member of the region must call you into line. If you are a member of the branch must call you into line. Collective leadership. Not individuals who wants to take over and run the organization as if it is their fifth door. Nna ke tenwa fela ke batho bana ba leng hore ke baetapele ba ratang ditulo ka nako ya di-conference. Ba ya fatshe mona ba le qhalanye, ba ya fatshe ba le qhalanye, ba ya fatshe ba le qhalanye. You must never elect such people, comrades. There are many, many comrades who are simple and humble, who are there at all times with the movement. I will never attack any ANC leader. Me, H. Magashule, chairperson of the ANC Free State. I will never mind how difficult it is, I will never attack any ANC member and leader in the media. Babana, here today, in ANC meetings and gatherings, you have a right to speak your mind. And you have a right to differ with us. I'm not a traditional leader. I will never be a traditional leader. I don't want to be a traditional leader. Leaders come and go, the organization remain. So, if Balefa Chelete Bummele Bundat, Lemamela Hand, please, don't think that you are reactionary. Just take the money. Nga Chelete, agra una yon. Nga Chelete, wanamme ichelle yon. Take that money, Faba Naba how dijo, and do the right things. Kana go tlamelolo kgetha baetapele. Oscar khazwa ke batho ba ntse ba etsa lerata mo. The ANC leadership, come December, we must discuss that leadership until we are satisfied that we are going to elect the best leadership. We must differ, persuade each and one another with the type of leadership we want. When there are problems and differences, wrong leaders emerge because they become populists. They chant slogans and we go for them. Bawana PCN and Nanekatale, Ale Khatale Khataka Fela Lijuar. Mari, I cannot write here, no. In the past, I have spoken. I've convinced, I've persuaded as an individual that leave this comrade, man, leave this person. What is your problem? Please, comrades. And some of you respected what we have said. And people then think that I am this best leader. I was elected by branches. And that's why I want branches to speak. But we don't want divided branches to speak. We want branches which are not robots. If you are branches, you have a right to differ. Others say, I want Mashinini to be chairperson. I want Zwane to be a chairperson. I don't have that power and authority. So in case you will anybody, and I'm no longer prepared to talk on behalf of anybody. I'll go to my branch as a branch member. I'm not going to divide them. I'm going to facilitate. Once they've decided, I will come into that space and say, but I have this different view. And I was happy when the ANC Youth League conference, they differed seriously, the regions, the membership. But when they went to their provincial conference, the ANC Youth League in this province stood united. They put aside their differences. And you hear their voice. And I have listened to all their statements. Your statements are political. You are not attacking any individual. Statements that are youth league in Alamukhabul. You must read that statement. When there was this allegation that the party in the province is cutting ties. Their statement is political. If you cut ties, if you are chief whip of the ANC, leave. That's how you cut ties. Because there are those who think that they have the monopoly to speak. And because we are nice gentlemen and women, we can't say anything. But we must never be provoked, comrades. Even by those who are agent provocateurs outside our structures. Forces of reaction. The Youth League must stay disciplined, respectful at all times. When the National Executive Committee of the African National Congress has taken resolutions as structures of the ANC and the ANC Women's League, ours is to toe the line. Don't copy something which is wrong. Because once is the culture in this province, you'll never again fix the problems you are going to create. Remember where we come from. We were divided during the Taralikota era. And that's why we woke up. Our MPs and MPLs, councillors, mayors and speakers are good comrades, decided by NEC and province. So they have our support. Don't target them as branches, support them. We support those who are ministers, we support those who are mayors, we support those who are MPs and MPLs. Don't doubt them, because the doubt has been created by us, comrades. The divisions have been created by us. But we must remember we have different views as members of the ANC. Our views are not the same. You can't be a robot. You can't expect Manyoni not to differ with me, or me to differ with Manyoni, or Manyoni to differ with Zwane, or Zwane don't differ with me. And I'm happy as this PEC, until now we have been working as a collective. What I think will actually divide us is this theaters we see now. Who wants to be what? But it won't divide us. If you branches are organized, you must refuse any leader from the province and region and national to divide you on the ground. You must never serve an individual. You must serve this organization. ka nako ngwe re tsebe re bua Sesotho kapa Sekgowa kapa eng le mamele ha hona moetapele ya tsebang betere ho feta collective, ha hona mayor a tsebang betere ho feta caucus, ha hona chairperson e premier e tsebang betere ho feta the collective, ha hona COSATU, SACP, ANC tse tla survivor as alliance. Rona, it's about ourselves. The politics of national must not divide you. When I was addressing SATU conference, I told them that in this province we are united. There are people who want to copy what is happening at national. We must flush them in this province. Nobody must come and divide us in this province. Nobody must manage us, comrades. No more time to be managed. We are not going to be managed by anybody. You say this was Ruhaka Wetang, Kara meeting was smile all around. What we must do, that's why na get to next. O can roa ka wetsang, a go roa ke go khutlisetse. Ha ke tswe nix. Ke ntse ke felletse. Wena roa ka nang etsang eng ga o fitla ra o dumedisa ra tswa mo re nta sala ntle nta re tla o bona. O ntse re ntshena ntshwere entseng. So we are happy. Ka motheo mangao. Comrade Paseka and your leadership. Keep on, remain united as you are. Remain working with the alliance as it is said all the time. Lejwali put. Remain united as you are. Fezile Dabi. You are united, but we are weak. Anarchy is creeping into your structures. Anarchy. Batla look. Ke ba tapele re ba khethile. But lena lo etsa ntho tse wrong. The same with Mufusanya. Good leadership, collective. But some of you as individuals are doing wrong things on the ground. You can't destroy the ANC, man. Like one branch they were fighting, Mandla Mamba, your branch. You can't have physical fights in the ANC branch. Actually, we must deal with both groups which were fighting and put them aside. Because they think it's only them, leaders of the branch. The Youth League, united. The Women's League, united. But don't think you are united when you don't want to hear other views which are different from yours. You must allow different views. In this PEC we discuss. Anybody in this PEC agaring honale decisions as an individual. Every decision we have taken of you becoming mayor, you becoming MP, you becoming, is collective decision. It's not a decision of somebody who goes out and says, Mshana, banabasa wa address mayor, can now push it. How na can now push it in? O baba di etsa kere. Le ntate nke bo se meyara. Oh, NEC ne le kae sa tsebe le hore vose chabalala ke ma. Ha endosa vose chabalala le district mayor ya Mofutsanyana Malif. How endoswa ke NEC. Batho ba batla wena ba o bolela from the region kapa province malefu ke nna o pushitse o no le thata. So comrades, I think I've said a mouthful because I'm no more going to say anything. We are going to focus on policy documents. But I minimize the pina and in any conference, le area policy conference, e mamela ba sa yang BGM, how policy conference. Mabitso a lona re a fumane. Ke le ra rotla ya BGM. How sa ya BGM? By Monday, tlamela romela mabitso a. How we policy conference? We are not taking our friends to policy conference. Mama Fubedu Peter Stay. Le rane ANC hantle mon. Ranang ANC hantle mon. Skala re impress. I don't have a core, comrades. I lobby when is the right time to lobby, and I've never lobbied in my history. I've never lobbied. Ekenda is Magashule, kineke kopa lengetse modula stulo wa province. Kore, a chap who does that, otsile o tlo rekisa ANC. Why I batla? Nna comrades ke kopa nna kgethang nna le kae ma branch lona le sa bui re sa dule mfase ra bua ra buisanang until re reach a consensus e trans re lwana mehlena banna le basadi. Why re lwana mehlena? Why re benefita in the ANC is dying. Re a di kgethomane ra bona ANC ya swa ra ikatella man ra ikatella. So those who will go, 180 who will go to the National Policy Conference, your behavior must be the right behavior. Ha ga tlameha ho bolella hore o tlamehile o itshware tjena. Jwale ka setho sa ANC o tlamehile o tsebe o ya ka molaotheo wa ANC le tsamaiso wa ANC setho se itshwara jwang. Lona le nana ha le nwa jwala ke fashion. Actually ke lona ba rutang batho nwa jwala. Because when leaders ba tawa ba etsang ba splash lifestyle ya bona, then the people copy you. And o sanele batla ba blame ya re bana ba ha ba mamele bo mang ha ba mamele ba inkile ho wena. So na le tšhelete o so reka Chevy 21 Chivas ka ba ka re Chivas bo Cabernet Sauvignon Baron Melot nerebe maki ra di tseba ntse bo feti a o sana bo 12 kapa bo 18 o sona bo 21 o no bo feti feti ising Chivas ayo ya feti Glen finish it feti Ntabise nga etse ya ke ra uno jwala Ntabise and o ska bonwa a se fashion o nwa jwala ke senyo ya tšhelete. So comrades se re sentse nako he motho ya tlo bua le rona from the National Executive Committee ke one comrade Naledi Pandor. Nna ke mratela ntho e one fela ha na le di views tsa hae o expressa di views tsa hae ha na taba le di views tse canvassitsweng ha re di fara ra di fara ha o so be le mohlang a re nna ke national executive member ha o so be le mohlang a sa imatahanye le collective decisions. Ha se ena fela ba bangata nke se ba qete kaofela ba leng teng nationally, ba leng teng in the country, ba leng teng in the regions, ba leng teng in the branches. kana ba teng batho ba betere go feta rona fatshe. It's just that rona re promote-ilwe ke di media, ke di radio, ke di television, se re tsebala re bo Ace Magashule. Ba teng ba betere who are political commissars, who are not on media, but who have built this giant revolutionary movement, who we never respect, and their contributions in this movement, they're very serious. So re la moetse kaofela bo mayor ba leng teng, the HOD tse leng teng, the municipal manager tse leng teng, our communicators tse leng teng, baruti ba leng teng, our alliance COSATU and SACP, the Youth League and the Women's League, ba batsho le ba basweu, ba dulang maplasing le ba dulang makweisheneng. Ba Kreste le batho ba eseng ba Kreste. The Jews, the Gentiles, everybody, comrades, because the ANC is an organization of everybody, rich and poor, literate and illiterate. Ba rutele le ba sa ruteha, ba ruile le ba sa rua, ba banyenyane le ba baholo, ke ANC eno. And the Freistata mo re tlameile re bontshe ANC ra e boulela. We are proud of the African National Congress, and the ANC, the leader of the ANC is President Jacob Zuma. But ba batla go pusha President Jacob Zuma o setse 4 or 5 months. Ba habile eng? E teng ntwe ba e habile. Ha tlo for eng? And then half it's out to beya ma kantle re tlo kgetha leader. It's us who are going to choose leaders. So we must work hard. Re be le order. Mare re le province mo khana halang har se re ya teng pele. Re share di ideas. Re differ. Re try ho ba lentswe lengwe mo re kgonang. Ha ke differa le manyoni o ska nana ke differa le manyoni because ha re sa utlwana. Nna le manyoni a re metswalle re di comrades. And if batla re divide le manyoni, it's our choice. Now I will serve this movement without any position. And I've served this movement, comrades. I've gone to Cape Town. I was a member of parliament for 7 years. I was taken there. The organization decided. I left and I went there. And I came back. Here am I. Because I respect the organization. Organize join a fashion. Was I respect the ANC? Was I respect the branch executive committee? Was I respect the REC? Was I respect the PEC? Because we important so tseba holo, so na le chelete. Chelete. E teng pinela ba ibitsa mang pinela. Eh? Male. No ke batla ratwang ke batjha ena. Aola leki. Aone ma. Ya e kgantsha batho. Motho o kena branching a tswa kene branching a tswa kene branching. Ngandam batho bana comrades. A dumella ba kene branching ya ba mamela. Ba hla di tweeteng mono. Ska ba kopisa man. Ska etsa Twitter le wena o etsa ntho e wrong. Do the right things, never copy wrong things. Stay disciplined. ANC Youth League members, stay disciplined. Militancy, radicalism is not something else. Remain radical, militant, but disciplined. Ha o bolele o jumpa o tlampela stulo mo o etsang o militant. Ha o bolele o etsa amandla nga wethu viva ANC down 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 with Zuma down down with Cyril down. Ha o bolele you are militant. No. We must differ decently and engage. Those who are fighting amongst themselves, comrades, let's tshwarane ka matsoa re tswa mona re bine Oliver Tambo bambe sandla sam. Ha o tseba o tshwarela motho wa bolaileng batho di-clerk o sa kgone o tshwarela wa heno o tsamaileng le ena tsela e. But rona are never ready fara. A tla intsha rona o intshitse. A tla intsha from this collective ya PC le montshe o lona le lona. A tla intsha from a collective or branch. RDC. So mo re sa utlwane a re lokiseng he. Re batho ba nama le madi. Re etsa diphoso. Le nna ke a di etsa diphoso. Mo ke di entseng tshwarela ngwaneso o thata ntshwarela. Ao ntate Mogoje le ha o le motjha ha le se le lahlane ho na le ntho le ba bitsang back to love. Love back. Back to love. Glen or man wa tseba re la ra kabanywa ke man yer and ntho ena ne le nyane fela a ga itse di aka ngwaneso ya ntse go rata e khoptswa le maoto mana ke khoptswile then wa o tshwarela le wena o mo tshwarela then unite forever and le ba more strong. So let us be strong because batho ba re shebile as ANC Free State, batho ba shebile ANC re ka influence the country, comrades, ka discipline ya rona re ka influence ka mantswano ke leboile re ke kenye mmena le di mara re mo fe pina he are mo fe pina mo